If there's one thing baseball fans unite over, it's the drama of a bad call. And no umpire is more infamous for this than Angel Hernandez. Stick around as we dive into some of his most controversial moments and what could be the worst call already of the 2024 season. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to help us grow the community. Kyle Schwarber's strikeout. Let's set the scene. It's ESPN's Sunday Night Baseball, and the Philadelphia Phillies are trailing the Milwaukee Brewers 1-0 in the bottom of the ninth. Schwarber is at the plate with everything on the line. The count is full. Brewers closer Josh Hader delivers a 3-2 sinker that veers outside. Schwarber, expecting a walk, heads towards first base only to be stopped in his tracks by Hernandez's call, a strike.
Called strike 3, and Schwarber is thrown out of the game.
What follows is a meltdown. Schwarber erupted in anger, throwing his bat and helmet down in disgust. This was followed by an animated protest in which he gestured extensively towards Hernandez. Hernandez, who had been inconsistent throughout the game, missing calls on both the inside and outside, high and low, seemed unfazed. This outburst led to Schwarber's immediate ejection from the game. Even the ESPN broadcasting team, including play-by-play announcer Karl Ravech and analyst David Cohn, supported Schwarber's perspective, acknowledging the general frustration with the umpiring. Cohn specifically expressed surprise that it had taken so long for such an outburst given the circumstances. Tracking data revealed later on that Hernandez missed 19 calls throughout the night, making him the lowest rated umpire of the day. One specific missed call was off by a season-high 6.47 inches. The game ended 1-0 in favor of the Brewers, and while it's speculative to say Schwarber's at-bat could have changed the outcome, the shift in momentum was felt as Hernandez's calls saved Milwaukee pitchers an estimated 0.81 runs. The misjudged home run. Turn back the clock to a cold May evening in 2013 during a tense game between the Oakland Athletics and the Cleveland Indians. With the game on the line, Adam Rosales launches a deep fly ball that looks destined to tie the game. The ball clearly hits above the home run line, but is shockingly ruled a double by Hernandez. Angel Hernandez, serving as the crew chief, led the umpires off the field to review the play. This should have been a straightforward review, but the process took unusually long, raising concerns among the Athletics staff and players. After reviewing the video, Hernandez and his crew returned to the field and upheld the initial call of a double, not a home run. This decision was met with disbelief by everyone in the stadium, including the 14,000 fans and commentators who watched the same replays.
What did they not see in that?
Well, Bob Melvin may get thrown out here, and he should get thrown out.
Well, it should, because it was Hernandez who messed up the other night, on Monday night. And that's a home run. Sad they did review it and they can't see it.
Bob Melvin wasn't having it, which led to vehement arguing on the field, ending in his ejection. Both Oakland's and Cleveland's broadcast teams confirmed on their replays that the ball had indeed hit above the home run line, suggesting that it should have been a home run. Joe Torre, MLB's executive vice president at the time, released a statement the following day, acknowledging that an improper call was made. He also said that the decision was at the sole discretion of the crew chief, and that according to Angel, there was not clear and convincing evidence to overturn the decision on the field. It was a judgment call, and as such, it stands as final. This statement did little to mitigate the frustration felt by the Athletics and their fans, as the game's outcome could have been very different. The game ended with a 4-3 victory for the Cleveland Indians, and the Athletics were left to contemplate what might have been if the call had gone the other way, and also cemented Angel Hernandez's reputation for controversial decisions, contributing to ongoing debates about umpire performance and accountability in Major League Baseball. The 2018 American League Division Series featured a particularly difficult night for the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox, with umpire Angel Hernandez, where he added to his legacy of missed calls. Game 3 was crucial for the Yankees, who were trying to gain an advantage in the series. During the game, Hernandez was stationed at first base and made several controversial calls. 3 of which were challenged and subsequently overturned after replay review. The first one was in the second inning. Didi Gregorius of the Yankees attempted to bunt for a hit. Nathan Eovaldi, pitching for the Red Sox, fielded the ball and threw it to first. Hernandez initially called Gregorius safe, but after a challenge, the replay review overturned the call, showing that Gregorius was out.
They want to look. The headsets come off. The call is out. He's out.
Later in the game, Gleyber Torres hit a ground ball to shortstop Xander Bogaerts, who threw it to first. Hernandez called Torres out, but the Yankees also challenged this call. Replay review showed that Torres had beaten the throw, and the call was overturned.
In time, the Yankees ought to challenge that. I think his foot, Torres' foot, imperceptibly hit the bag before the ball hit the back of Pierce's glove, and he's safe.
The third one happened when Luke Voit hit a slow grounder and hustled to first base. Hernandez called him out, but his decision was challenged and overturned upon review, showing that Voit was safe, making 3 out of multiple bad calls in one game.
Well, the Red Sox are going to challenge Angel Hernandez again, and he is called safe.
The game ended in a heavy defeat for the Yankees, with a final score of 16-1, making it the worst postseason defeat in their franchise history. While Hernandez's calls did not decide the game, the incident put his umpiring accuracy and judgment in question. Till today, his performance in the game is cited in discussions about the effectiveness of MLB's replay review system and the quality of umpiring. Angel Hernandez was in line to umpire the 2018 World Series, but lost the opportunity due to his performance in the ALDS, where he had 3 calls overturned. The first time this has happened in a postseason game since the expansion of instant replay. Major League Baseball cited Hernandez's failure to rise to the occasion as the reason for not selecting him for the World Series. Hernandez had also been involved in a legal battle with MLB, claiming racial discrimination has kept him from the top assignments. Despite his claims, MLB insists there is no evidence of discrimination and attributes any decisions regarding Hernandez to his umpiring performance. He eventually lost his lawsuit not once, but twice. Hawk Harrelson goes crazy. In a May nail-biter between the White Sox and Marlins, tied at 3-3 in the bottom of the 10th, Angel Hernandez added drama to the intense matchup. With bases loaded and 1 out, White Sox's Alex Rios hit a grounder to shortstop, leading to a potential double play. Hawk Harrelson and Steve Stone, the White Sox broadcasters, narrated the unfolding play.
Get him! Oh no! No!
He was safe at first.
No! No!
Well, Angel Hernandez blew the call, and the infield being back should have cost him the game. It didn't.
This call was magnified because the Sox should have won the game on that exact play. Instead, they had to continue on to the 11th. Despite their frustration, the game continued, and the White Sox clinched a victory in the 11th inning. You gotta give Angel some credit. He always shows up in the big moments. 3 balls, you're out. The most recent display of bad umpiring is earlier this season between the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. During the game, Hernandez made a series of questionable strike calls against Rangers rookie Wyatt Langford, which were well outside the strike zone. These calls were critical enough to have been highlighted across multiple platforms, noting how unusually far from the strike zone they were compared to typical MLB calls. In fact, the strikeout pitch missed outside by 6.78 inches. This was the largest miss in umpire auditor history. Broadcasters from both teams expressed disbelief during the live broadcast.
2-2. You have got to be kidding me! What in the world? We've just completely lost it here. This is just...
With Rangers commenters making remarks about Hernandez potentially having other plans for the evening. The situation escalated to the point where the calls became a topic of viral discussion on social media. Following this game, there were broader calls within the baseball community for a reevaluation of how MLB umpires are managed, particularly regarding accountability and potential consequences for consistently poor performance. Suggestions included the idea of demoting umpires into the minor league for retraining, Conclusion. Angel Hernandez's track record challenges the patience of players, managers, and fans alike. While umpiring is a tough job with inevitable mistakes, the consistency of Hernandez's errors begs the question of how umpires should be held accountable. What are your thoughts on this? Should MLB reconsider how they evaluate and train umpires? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more baseball insights and discussions.